I don't know though. I gotta talk to Grayson about getting his warrant thrown out.
So this is about the pursuit stuff, and
Okay.
quite frankly, I'd bring it to. I'm trying to keep it contained, so I'm not going to like every other member of high command bringing up the same thing. So
well, you're aware of the situation from the other day because you were there, right? When he questioned me about, which I
yeah, that was
don't
already.
know if he was talked to or not yet because Radich is on a leave right now. So I don't know if he actually talked to
Not that
Bradford
it
about
makes a
that. Have you heard?
difference,
Have you heard anything about that though?
About what?
I don't know. Have you heard anything in shift 2 about that? Like any issues with that?
With what? With Radich not being around?
No. Okay, you probably don't know then. Have you heard anything about like sergeants questioning or anybody in interceptors questioning high command what the fuck they're driving?
Yes. Well, actually, that's what this is about. I remember you wanted to talk to me and him.
Yeah, yes. 1 second, it's Jimbo. Yeah, yes, Jimbo. No, bitch, no. With King. Bye. Don't paint it, assholes. Everyone's driving my fucking car.
So, I didn't want to speak. I didn't want to have the meeting yesterday because it was like late and I was cooked or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just catching up to speed because I know I sent you the email, but you know. That incident happened, whatever. Then the next day, I get on duty.
Where the fuck are you going?
I was up the stairs.
Oh.
Right over here.
I don't know where you're going. I don't have a crystal ball.
Well, so the next day, I come on duty, and I already told you this in that email, is like,
okay. After he questioned me and then you about what I was driving.
Yeah, because, you know, we're just joking about it. I think he felt a certain way because the next day, I pull out the penumbra. And mind you, up until then, I never drove the penumbra. Ever. Like, it just like, I had driven it like months and months and months prior. Right?
You did. Yeah, way months prior for sure.
And I moved to the CVPI for not any other reason other than I like parallel, and I think it's a good parallel unit vehicle. I pull out the penumbra as I had asked McNulty. I went to him and I said, hey man, what's going on with the thing? Like nobody's like contacted me about it. Like what's going on?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh no, you did a good job. I'm surprised nobody spoke to you about it. It should have happened already. You know, my bad, whatever. And I brought up the penumbra too because I was like, oh, you know, Peter's told me he bought me this thing and like, you know, am I able to drive that or what's going on? And it's like, well, you know, I wouldn't want it to just sit there. So yeah, you can drive it, but just, you know, keep it limited or something along those lines. All right, bet. Makes sense, right? I didn't like bitch and cry to like try to use it, but you know, he's like, all right, bet. And I'm like, okay, cool. Next day, right? I pull it out. I am not in this vehicle for more than 5 minutes. And Chaos walks up to me and he's like, hey, Knight, we need to talk about that penumbra. You know, people are complaining that you're driving the penumbra around and, you know, you're not even in the unit. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, first off, bitch, I'm a sergeant. Second off, like, why are you bringing this up to me? Now, mind you, I didn't know he was now the lead, right? Zero context, just kind of come up to me. And I'm like, listen, I got added to the unit already. I'm in the unit. I've been given permission from McNulty to drive this. And right off the bat, Chaos didn't believe a word I was saying. So that was already pissing me off, right? I'm like, who's this dumb bitch trying to challenge me on this? And who the fuck does he think?
Like his demeanor, you could tell he didn't believe.
Yeah, so that was already like, why the fuck would I be standing over here lying about this shit? Well, you know what I mean? So anyways, I tell him in so many words because I'm like, who brought this up to you? Like, who's complaining? He tells me that Bradford brought it up and then he asked Chaos to deal with it. So that just made me even more triggered. So I'm like, if someone's pissed, fucking say it to my face, pussy, right? Instead of turning it into this shit. So I tell Chaos, and I try to be very professional about it because, you know, he's a fucking young kid or whatever. I ain't trying to make him go home and start crying type shit. So I tell him, I'm like, listen, let me go talk to Bradford directly, but I do have permission. I'm in the pursuit unit. challenge, right? Don't see on the sheet, blah, 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 blah. You know, whatever. And I'm like, all right. And I fucking leave, and I'm just like, what the fuck did I just deal with? I then hadn't seen Bradford for the next like week and a half. Now, keep in mind, I get on duty kind of late, like 9 p.m. Eastern. So Bradford's tends to go to sleep, or either I didn't see him around.
How does he even work?
It kind of depends, right? Like my schedule's been kind of flaky too, so it could be something like the few days we probably did intersect. He was probably already in a chase, and you know what happens, right? Sometimes chases go for 2 hours. So whatever. This has been in the back of my mind, you know, whatever. Yesterday I get on duty, right? And Frost pulls out, you know, your V-Star. He
asked permission, yeah.
And he had permission. And I'm like, oh, cool. All right. Yeah, let's try it out. Like, whatever, man. Like, it's just a vehicle.
I don't mind people. Yeah, he just wanted to try it and see what it was about.
And we fucking patrol all day. That's what me and Frost do. Like, you know, we might go to a fucking 90, but that's not our cup of tea.
Right.
And so we're just kind of doing it.
He wasn't going to abuse it, right?
No, of course. And so we're doing this, that, and the third. And he goes to sleep. And about 30 minutes later, I get a phone call from Bradford, and he's like, hey, Knight, you're driving that V-Star, right? And I'm just like, oh my God, I can already I can already tell this is some shit. It's like, yo, hey, that car's pretty good, isn't it? Can I give it a try? Like, whose car is that?
How does he even know that?
I don't know. Listen,
Why is he questioning command members what the fuck they're driving?
He goes, whose car is it? And I'm already like, yo, this guy is on some like, I can't be in this thing or whatever.
What?
He's like, you know, you can already tell like where he's going. Listen, these motherfuckers aren't sly. You know what I mean?
The V-Star is Command Plus for the fucking record.
I believe it. But I can already, and listen, Maxwell, I've been around for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that this is some like worming your way into trying to, you know, like I knew there was an angle is what I'm trying to say. And so my thought originally was he's going to be on some shit like, why are you in this V-Star? Because it's got some engine in it, whatever. He's like, yo, I want to try it out. I want to see how good that is or something along those lines. So I said, meet me down at Trooper PD. He comes on down, gets in the vehicle, drives it for about 10 minutes, comes back and he goes, man, this car is perfect. It does this. It does this. This is the best car in the fleet. And I'm like, Bradford, I don't even fuck with you, brother. I see you like, you know, I didn't say this, but I'm thinking this. I don't know you like that. Like, where are you going with this right now? Like, you know, what are you building up to? And he's like, you know, I need to talk.
So we can't have a car that's halfway fucking decent?
Know. I already like
Who
this
is
entire
he?
shit.
Is he an undercover blainer?
No. I think it's worse than that. I don't
understand.
I then confront him about the pursuit thing because I'm like, you know, he's here. I don't sit on shit, right? I don't go sit in a fucking office crying about some shit. I confront it head on. So I asked him, what the fuck is, like, hey, what's going on with my, because he said something about, I need to talk to high command about it. I don't know if we should have this, about the vehicle, right?
It's my car.
I don't know. So I'm confronted. I'm like, first off, like, oh, is there like a certain amount of cars? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on with my cert? So I started with that, right?
Yeah.
And I started
He told you he's going to talk to high command about my fucking car. Does he not know that I am fucking high command? Is it that hard to believe that me, Haley Maxwell, is fucking high command? What is wrong with that guy? First he questions me in a Buffalo, and now he's questioning my motherfucking me-star. Okay.
I ask him about and I'm cordial at this stage, and ask him, can you tell me what the hell happened with the pursuit cert? This guy is a liar. He's sussy, and he's on. Listen, I spent about 30 minutes, and I think speaking to him, and I think any other person would have absolutely crashed the fuck out. He's a compulsive liar. He's untrustable. He's a dog shit officer. He's a dog shit member of command. He let down Gitlin. He failed him. I'm going to hold that over his fucking head.
What do you mean he failed Gitlin?
He fucking failed Gitlin. I'm going to hold that shit over his head. Maybe I wouldn't have before, but he fucking failed him. And now with this command shit, I'm going to bring that up. Because I don't give a fuck how good you are behind a car when we've got reports that aren't getting completed, we're losing in court, bunch of other things, and that the first fucking priority is like the power of a vehicle. That shit had me triggered. Because if I need my tools, right, and I'll come on duty and I'm like, you know, expecting this handed out, whatever, you know, if something's given to me, I'm going to fucking use it. I spend 80% of my time patrolling, right? Or if someone needs help, I'm going to go help them. But if I've got this dumb fuck over here and I'm asking about what happened with my pursuit unit, and he's throwing McNulty under the bus, he threw Chaos under the bus, he's telling me one thing one moment, telling me something else another moment. How the fuck can anyone trust him? He's a fucking compulsive liar. He tells me, like, Maxwell, if you heard that conversation, it would have done your head in. Because he'd say one thing one moment and then contradict himself the next.
I already know he talked circles because when I approached him about the Omar stuff, he kept defending Quangle. Quangle's a higher rank than Omar.
Listen,
and I'm like,
he's
that
Ventura
doesn't matter.
and Quangle's bitch, right? That's all it is.
Obvious. That is obvious.
And so that's why he can't talk straight. I'm going to try to point out some of the things he said. The first was, he said to me that that there's nothing wrong with having sent Chaos. And I asked him, why would you not just call me if you thought there was an issue? And he said, well, you know, I got to delegate and this and that. I'm like, you're part of the fucking dumb fuck unit. Like, you know, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, like, I get it. You can drive a car. Cool. You know what I mean? Like, why would you say, if you have the issue, why are you sending him? Because now it's going to turn into a bunch of shit. Right? And he's like, no, it's not. I think you're making a bigger deal than it is. I'm like, listen, you dumb fuck. You spoke to 5 different people about why is Brian in a penumbra instead of calling Brian about the penumbra. Right? I'm like, you didn't even know as a pursuit lead that I'm in the pursuit team. You get what I'm saying? And then he goes, oh, well, that's McNulty's fault. I'm like, why is it McNulty's fault? It's like, well, he did the, he did the trials and then he never told you about it. I'm like, you could have told me about it. You could have known about it.
Right.
You know, this, that, and the third. And
so you're following the proper protocol to drive the cars and being strung along like Omar was.
Oh, he tells me that Chaos was set because chain of command needs to be followed. I'm like, do you know what chain of command is? He's my subordinate. Do you know how awkward of a position that puts him in? And how that, like, undermines my authority? When another sergeant who's literally on duty, instead of giving a phone call, sends someone below. Like, it's fucking dumb as shit. And he goes, Brian, that's how we do things. We have internal chain of commands, That's where I brought up, like, all right, so you telling me that, what, you're going to go up to, to Maxwell and start questioning her about what she's driving? And he goes, no, but she's high command. I'm like, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, like, you checked her the other day at the Fleeca Bank.
Yeah, in front of everybody.
He also states that it is his job to effectively be figuring out what the balance of our vehicles are on calls. And that's when I wanted to just fucking jump off a fucking building.
Any command member should be doing that. Hello?
Yes, it's not
officer.
hard. That thing is too fast. All right, let's pull a vehicle back. Like, what the fuck?
And you know what? King, we were driving the V-Star today, and he was like, to be honest, We need interceptors for every single call. So I don't think even having this car is a huge deal, because every time he had a headache today, we lost. Nobody else could keep up with what we were chasing. We lost every fucking car that he wasn't part of today.
Listen,
so it's an example of how much this car doesn't even fucking matter. I'm
gonna say something, and I hope this isn't. I'm just gonna speak. Pursuit unit is fucking dog shit. What is the point of this pursuit unit? Members of command, like you said, should be able to understand what their tools are or what their extension is. I brought this up to him yesterday. What is the objective purpose of pursuit? In the back of my mind, it just seems like some gatekeeping bullshit.
It is.
When is the last time they have run any training? If you're part of the frat
house, will you be?
No,
they don't train us.
They barely have time for that. These dumb fucks just go on calls all day, and then they fuck off when there's processing.
Did you ask when they're training us or themselves?
Exactly that.
No.
I ain't gonna join your fucking frat club, you know?
At a meeting,
I'm twice your age.
Ventura said it's not their job to train us how to drive. Ventura said that at a meeting, and I said, absolutely, it is your job as a command member to be training members of the PD.
Yes.
Your expertise. And he fucking sat there in front of everybody and said that it's not their job to teach us how to fucking drive better.
Okay. Well, that's retarded.
What piece of shit fucking fuckery is that?
Oh my God, that does my fucking head in. Holy shit.
They're actually not even wanting to share the skill, the knowledge. That's like saying, you know what? I'm not teaching y'all how to write warrants. Y'all figure it out how to do it your fucking self. What is the difference? It's a skill that everybody needs to have. Driving is a skill that we need to have to catch these guys sometimes.
What is the point? What is the point of pursuit? I brought that up yesterday. I'm like, because the only thing I'm seeing here is that you just go around like testing vehicles and thinking it's got to be this and that. Bitch, when is the last time I have seen that? And I asked him about I brought this up with the FTO example. I'm like, if you see somebody as a sergeant do something out of line, right?
Yeah.
And that's like a cadet, right? Or a PPO. Are you going to go and talk to him? Or are you going to have to wait for an FTO and let them continue failing? It is our job to resolve things in the moment.
Yes.
Yeah. We
said this at many, many meetings.
I am fucking mind blown.
As seniors plus, we should be correcting people as we see it.
No.
Especially within your own department, especially on your scenes. Maybe not in front of people, wait till the situation's over.
Right.
Then say, hey, next time do this, this, and that. Not that, and this. Boom.
Anyways.
Done. That's how we learn.
Look, I can't even summarize how fucking I felt walking out of that meeting. I was fucking... Because, like, nothing... Like, it was the most incredibly... It was 90% gaslighting and lies. And it was so blatant, it couldn't make it... Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, I'm like, this guy must be talking to stupid people all day because, like, his bullshit was so fucking blatant. Right? How are you going to throw McNulty under the bus? And then Chaos under the bus.
Wait,
and
he threw McNulty under the bus?
Yes, I told you. He started blaming McNulty for running the pursuit
on the roster.
And not coming to me. I'm like, listen, the guy apologized, but like
on the roster now?
I don't fucking know. And then, I don't know. The whole thing is fucking bullshit. As far as I'm concerned, what is the point of this unit? It should be for training. Saying, is somebody good enough? Listen, I'm just going to say it.
Oh, you're on the roster now.
Fuck the pursuit. I said pursuit PRT to my dick. Just as a joke, because he kept like fucking stroking his ego over this PRT shit. And like over that 30-minute conversation at the end of it, he still was like, well, you said PRT to my dick. So, and I'm like, bro, how the fuck is you? Like, how do you still, how is that your takeaway? Right?
That was you being upset about what? Because it was a senior?
He was just yapping about some like speed this and speed that. And I said, listen, PRT my dick. Just to be like, move on, you know what I mean?
Right.
But for him to bring it up like 15 minutes later, I'm like, bro, this guy's priorities
just
are
like the justice yesterday, people hyper focus on one thing that you say, and it's like, oh, well, this guy said this, and that's what you focus on till the end. So Okay, well, I plan on talking to him today because I actually am gonna talk to the chief first and see if the chief knows if Radich has talked to him about our situation the other day and how I was addressed inappropriately in front of people.
Yeah.
Peters told me I should have just sent him off duty, and I was like, well, I didn't even realize what he was doing until after it happened, and then when he was questioning you on the side after he questioned me about
I thought it was
driving.
jokes, right? I didn't know. I thought it was jokes because it's fucking embarrassing, right?
Is he trying to steal a car?
Wait, where?
Go in there, code 3, guns away, and we're gonna go to arrest the guy in the back. Okay, right now, go.
I believe there's only one on foot, and it's the one behind the truck.
He's in the
I
car
believe
down there. He was trying to steal
he's running
it.
out.
Oh, I see it.
TJ. There they go.
Anyways, I hate that I'm even having to bring this up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I come on duty. I'm trying to chill, right?
Yeah.
Do I want to go do things the right way? 100%. But this
Yeah.
shit is fucking. This is some bullshit. Right?
Okay, so did you solve anything with him? What are you?
No, I walked away, and I don't think he's like
Have you
mentally capable to be in the position.
Have you talked to Ruby about it at all?
I didn't want to make this a bigger deal than it is. I was already speaking to you about it since.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, I was
so
part of.
I didn't want to. I'm not trying to like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to. Even while I'm definitely on some Bradford shit, right? But it's only over this incident, and I'm not trying to, you know, bring the entire world in the mix. Even though he brought fucking 5 people into why is Brian in a penumbra for 5 minutes? You know, I ended up asking Peters during it. I was like, "Yo, can I drive the penumbra?" He authorized. I threw that in his face mid conversation because he couldn't understand chain of command. Maxwell, how? What? Are things really this cooked, or is it just
No,
the
I
shift
think
I'm in?
Bradford doesn't comprehend chain of command, and that we are above Interceptor. The same thing was brought up to me by Omar. It appears that the people in, which King does not agree with this because I asked him today.
Yeah.
It appears to people in the Interceptor unit that their chain of command within the Interceptor is above high command and chain of command in LSPD.
It is
I don't
fucking
know.
brain dead.
What
the fuck are?
This was supposed to be.
There are no
by Radich
racers.
weeks
There is
ago.
no racing scene. There is nothing to investigate. What is the intent? It's like air cert.
You're right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Are you authorized to use this? There is no function beyond that. And if they think there is, they're fucking dumb.
Right. At this point, I think people should just be trained to drive it and be fucking done.
That's it, right? X amount on there. You know, X amount on a thing. It's the same as anything beyond that is fucking. There are so many serious issues that need to be worked on with the PD. Like, I mean, like the bench trial, the 5-hour bench trial yesterday. You know, I was working through Omar with that afterwards. Right, those are actual issues, right?
Yeah, Wes and I are supposed to get
This shit
together
ain't it.
and change the accessory charge across the board because they're not the same on all the charges.
You know what the way that he described PRT is? It sounded like the cringe, like balance. You know, the like the make crims happy team or some shit. And don't get me
What?
wrong, we shouldn't be like
What the fuck does that
overpowering.
mean?
Well, like how powerful is this car, and how does this thing compare to
Okay,
this?
but
And
Rupert was
it's
chasing
so-
a car.
Ugh.
He was chasing a car that only went 130 yesterday, telling them they're a good girl, and got my cops shot.
in an interceptor.
That is how. Yes. But they're gatekeeping my officers when their own fucking deputies can't even drive after the bright cars.
I don't even.
Not instigate
Fuck!
shit.
Fuck! I just want to be able to fucking patrol. If I know a car, my shit's too fast. I'll just let someone else take it over. It's not the end of the fucking world. We don't even arrest that many people.
Yeah, and the budget's not going to be looking good because of the fine. So if we can't even arrest people, what the fuck are we? We're going to be negative soon.
Like, if people are abusing a fucking vehicle, that should be listen, I don't want to be this guy because, you know, but I'm going to be that guy. There should be no pursuit team.
I agree.
I think it should be run by command And I think command is intelligent enough to know if someone is doing something inappropriate, that shit can be pulled off. And at most, it should be a unit that is for training. Just as there should be people training people in the basics of law enforcement, right? Like winning in court, going to court, that kind of shit. Anything beyond that is just some bullshit that's unnecessary, right? You'll bring us some
really
scary
think-
fucking, like, you know, some scary ass.
These certs have caused so much drama within the PDs. I really think they're
it's-
doing more harm than good.
No.
Just to realize that 90% of these pursuits are need interceptors. So while I might spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes getting 4 units, I might have to kick off 2 people and bring the same fucking 5 people in on interceptors every fucking call because they're the only ones with the fast enough cars to keep up. And that actually pisses me off.
That's what I told him
Two
too.
people joining every time. It's the same 2 fucking 3 interceptors. Got to kick everybody else off the call because they can't keep up.
The amount of times people have thanked me for being around at night, like, and being able to have an interceptor, right? Because it gets bad after 10 p.m. Like, because by the time when Ruby's asleep, and they're all asleep, right? There's like sometimes 3 to 4 hours where it's empty, right? On certain days, right? And it's not like these aren't problems. These are pussies that literally think that their shit matters. It doesn't. I don't know. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
All I know is if they try to take my fucking V-Star away, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. They've been testing a Yote and a Scout for 4 fucking months over there, and not one of us has ever got to drive it. So I finally get a Yote, put it in a car that's my command vehicle, and everybody and their fucking mom is trying to drive it. I don't understand why it's such a big deal. First of all, I'm not going to abuse the fucking car. Second of all, I'm not a pursuit driver. Therefore, it's not going to be utilized to its fullest potential ever. Not while I'm driving it. Like, I don't understand what the problem is. What's the problem?
There is no problem. It's making it seem like there's a problem, right? And I don't know. This shit doesn't make me want to be on duty. I'm just be a. You know what I mean?
Same.
I'm trying to police. That's it. This is such petty fucking. Listen, if these motherfuckers went to court, were there in processing,
they would never be in
and
court.
weren't blazed out of their fucking mind when it mattered, I would give less of a shit. But I've gotten some. I'm barely on duty, and I've gotten some really fucking serious arrests. You know that whole TRT op with the Vinewood shit?
Yeah.
I got 2 out of the 3 people. I put them in cuffs. Right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be like, yo, Knight's a fucking hero or whatever. I'm saying, like, it's not like I'm not producing. It's not like I'm asking for this shit just to, like, you know what I'm saying? And that was in the vehicle. I was in the fucking CVPI with a ride-along. That, you know, who hasn't been caught robbing a bank for 2 years? I caught his ass in a traffic stop. You know what I mean?
2, yeah,
So
what?
when these pussies, yeah, he went 2 years, got motherfucker. I got him arrested off a traffic stop. I pumped his ass, and now I got him on a program to get him, you know, join the police department. So,
now
anyways.
you're not qualified to drive a Penumbra.
oh my fucking god, I drove that for like an hour or 2 hours yesterday. Like, bro, get off my dick.
I swear to you, Knight, I've only been in a Buffalo like maybe 4 times since I've even been in high command. And the one time that he sees me in it, he questioned me.
That's what was
the
strange.
fuck?
And then the moment this V-Star's out, it wasn't me and Frost weren't even attached. Like, I think we attached to 1 call. We were fucking doing traffic stops and shit.
I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to the chief today, and then I'm gonna go talk to his ass. Oh my god! If Nino knew about this, he would light this whole motherfucker on fire. On fucking fire.
I don't know.
I don't even know. The chief does not even want to hear it. I'm gonna be. He does not want to hear about certs anymore. He is so tired of hearing about certs.
Yeah, why? Of course he is. Oh, the Omar stuff. After he got done telling me that, like, it's normal for Chaos to be going around because he's like above the chain of command on this fucking cringe ass pursuit shit, right?
But he's not above shit.
I know they don't listen. It's because apparently that's what Ventura is telling him. All right, just straight
Ventura,
up.
the same one who said yesterday that the BCSO and LSPD is on freeze still, even though it's not on freeze for transfers. Because Marcel King is trying to transfer, but he just told Marcel that's still on hold for 30 days. Because it's okay for people to go there, but not to come here. Yeah, exactly.
I'm annoyed that Chaos, who's an otherwise good officer, is getting pulled into this cringe unit and being indoctrinated by a bunch of dumb fucks that probably have not really done anything of value.
He's already in that whole thing. Remember that? Okay, so that night that I was questioned by Bradford, right?
Yeah.
I started investigating more of the Omar stuff. I wanted to know, is it in the SOPs? By the way, it was not in the SOPs. There was no time frame of when you could or couldn't get an interceptor search. Bradford tried to tell me to my face it's in the SOPs. I said, okay, just like the chief said, if we could pull it up right now.
For this? I tried
they had to. Yesterday. They only just added it to the SOPs night. They added it because of Omar. Yes. The chief told him, I want that in there by the end of this week or whatever it was, because you're saying it's in there. It's not in there. I want it in there. So I'm going to see if it's even in there to begin with, number one. He fucking lied to my face. So I put him in front of the chief, and the chief was like, it needs to be in the SOPs. He made that up because of Omar.
No, they're making this shit up.
Yes, they are making it up. Right, but wait, it gets better. I questioned Chaos about Omar. Hey, weren't you supposed to do a hot pursuit with Omar? What happened with that? Da-da-da-da-da. That's it. No this or that. An hour later, Bradford calls me and said, if you got any questions about the Omar stuff, you can call me. Chaos told me you called him. So now a captain can't even question a senior officer without the sergeant questioning me.
God, no way.
Yes. And Radich was supposed to be dealing with this, and I don't think it was ever addressed. So I'm going to address that today. And I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker is going to be lucky if he still has a fucking sergeant position because of how disrespectful he is towards captains. I'm fucking pissed. But he questions what I'm driving.
Bradford's a nice guy. I'd probably have a beer with him.
I don't care.
But he is an absolute dumb fuck rat, right?
He's two-faced.
This guy comes across as like he's trying to rush fucking Ventura's fraternity, and is willing to have Ventura like.
Why did he come back to LSPD? I don't understand.
I don't know any of that.
You know what? I know why. Because he knew he'd be get a promotion over here as opposed to there where it's locked in the same fucking 5 people.
Yeah, but why is any of that shit in either of the departments to begin with? How is this a fucking priority?
What, the interceptor stuff? Because the people who like to go vroom vroom fast, it's their obsession.
Okay, let them be obsessed, but do some fucking proper work. And when you ask me about the Gitlin shit, bro, listen, the whole Gitlin thing, number one, fuck Radich for screwing Gitlin over, right? Gitlin's a good guy.
Or Bradford?
No, but Radich to begin with for...
How did he screw him over?
By fucking going above all the FTO's heads and promoting him. Wait, did you not know about this?
Oh, that's when he got promoted, even when we said he shouldn't be promoted yet.
And then instead of making sure he succeeded, when he was around in shift 2, he kept getting involved with a bunch of dumb shit with the same dumb fucks we're talking about right now. Do you know what I mean? So this is why I'm more livid, right? Like the amount of times that motherfucker does not assist with actual processing is literally in his own mind. I don't know. I don't even think Bradford knows how to process. I don't think he knows how to properly process.
I got a complaint from one of the senior officers in shift 2 that he only delegates everything and he doesn't do a fucking thing.
No, he doesn't, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
That's why I wanted to try to audit him and see what he actually does. And so far, the last 6 reports, he has 3 statements and they're 2 sentences each. That's it.
I asked him about, after this whole fucking chain of command doesn't know what he's fucking talking about bullshit. Because I kept challenging him, right? Like trying to get him to understand, not to be a dick, but listen, I was trying to little bro him, right? Like, hey, let me explain how chain of command works by asking him like rhetorical questions. After this whole bullshit, I asked him, what's going on with Omar? He goes, that's none of your business. It's already been handled.
You're a sergeant of LSPD.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't it be your business?
As Omar is under my command. I need to understand the shit he's going through. What's happening? He refused. I still don't know what happened to Omar. You know what I mean?
Quangle talked shit and treated Omar like a piece of shit because Omar took out a penumbra, was told to by Chaos, take out said penumbra. Boom, took it out. Omar got called back to the PD to talk to the chief. While he was in the garage waiting to talk to the chief, Quangle comes up. Who's driving my fucking car? Go repair it now, bitch. Omar said, I'm waiting for the chief. I'm not repairing it right now. Bradford steps in, tells him you need to listen to him. He's a higher rank than you. Omar said, I'm not even in the pursuit unit according to you, because I guess basically he told me he wasn't in pursuit. So he said, he's not above me because we're not even in the same rank, and I'm waiting to talk to the chief. They called him a liar that he wasn't waiting for the chief, and ended up suspending the whole cert for him, and then saying that he was moving too quickly and he needed to be in the PD longer. Therefore, he was not doing hot pursuit anymore. So Bradford, who was supposed to have his LSPD officers back, took Quangle's back, who treated Omar like a piece of shit in the PD, and that's why now I have 0 for Bradford. You do not back somebody else who's number 1, not even in your fucking department, while they are shitting on
He's a
your
fucking
LSPD
sergeant
officer.
in our department.
Yes.
Who the fuck is this rat?
He let
What the
Quangle
fuck?
shit all over Omar in front of people in the garage, and then demanded he go now and repair the car and not wait to speak to the chief, because that has nothing to do with chain of command.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Bro, this is some toxic bullshit.
I'm telling you.
No, hell no.
I don't think Bradford
Hell
should even
no.
be the lead anymore. As high command, I'm going to recommend he gets removed from lead of Interceptor. That's what I think needs to happen. I think somebody else needs to lead it.
Honestly, Maxwell, I think you should
that. Between
propose to
your shit,
Peters
that
and
shit?
Turner that our LSPDs, SOPs on interceptors, etc., it should just be command run. Like, what is this convoluted bullshit? They have no purpose.
No,
they have no purpose. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, I appreciate you hearing me. I was beside myself yesterday.
I don't even
like this is it was
the chief's not going to want to hear any of this. He is so over this fucking search shit, especially the Interceptor. I almost want somebody else to talk to him about it, because I feel like he's not going to believe like how bullshit it is. And I thought Radich was going to handle talking to Bradford, but it seems like he fucking hasn't.
Radich is a fucking pussy. He drives around with. Look, I'm not going to get into it, but listen, Radich is literally non-existent in our shift. The only one that produces anything high command level is Ruby. That's it. It's Ruby.
Yeah, and she's not approachable to anybody else outside her shift, by the way.
Yeah, but I fine. Okay, look, I get it. Maybe
I'm just saying. I got a complaint yesterday. Sergeant tried to go to her. It's bullshit.
Cap, no one. Everyone's got their edges, right?
No, I know that.
But the difference, the difference is, like, at least she's working. You know what I mean? At least she's holding shit down.
You're right. I agree. She is.
Fucking. Otherwise, someone with a bunch of stripes with his fucking dick in his hand all day, right? Him, Bradford, you fucking name it. I mean, when there's a handful of people having to, do all the fucking work, we got some fucking dumb fuck telling you what you can and cannot use.
Fucking Interceptor shit. At least she'd fucking do it fairly.
Well, why not just run a command? Like, it should just be a training unit. That's it. Beginning and done. You know what the weirdest thing about it is? They got their own car that only him and Ventura can drive. I heard that shit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you don't know about this?
No, what? Like, what kind of car is it?
Oh, shit.
And we're paying for the repairs?
I forgot what it's called.
The part?
It's the it's one of the cars. Like he mentioned, he's like, oh yeah, it's so good, and only me and Ventura can drive it. And I'm like,
and they want my V-Star?
I don't know. I have never.
Well, let me find out. We're paying for the repairs on that.
The whole thing was embarrassing.
Bank account for it. That's why they need us. We're the personal piggy bank for repairing their fucking cars.
Never in a million years would I expect that. I don't know. I've never seen it. Like I wish our PDs need collective goals. Like, you know, we got people that we gotta bust and shit. Not fucking all this fucking internal fucking certain drama bullshit. None of which like has anything to do with our success or not. I don't know. Anyways, all right. Well, Maxwell, I appreciate you hearing me out.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for filling me in.
I'm probably
I
gonna
got
be,
a bunch of notes, so I'm gonna figure out what I can.
if you need me to come in to, you know, discuss whatever, like just directly, I can do that.
Okay. All right, I'll reach out. I'm gonna see hopefully the chief's around and I can try to.
Yeah.
I have a lot of things to go over it with him with, and that's one of the things, but that is kind of at the bottom of the list, believe it or not.
Yeah.
See whose car? Is this Jimbo?
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you later. Night.
Yeah. Take care.
That's it. So whenever you're ready to do your first. Oh. I'm craving mashed potatoes.
Fucking bullshit ass bullshit. Slams door open.
I'm sorry. Okay.
No,